Well, hello everybody. Byron Belka is here, sitting in my actually it's my little recording studio in my basement, but wherever you're tuning in from, I know that we've got people tuning in from all different parts of the globe. I just want you to thank you for taking some time out of your day for me to share a few things that we're excited about. And you might be asking, what is this rain? What is seed nutrition? In fact, that's a valid question, because I think if you went on the street and you ask 100 people what seed nutrition is, you're going to get all these different answers. You're going to get stuff. Is it fertilizer? Does it help with this? Does it help with that? And it's because what we're doing, even though it's been around for, since actually the globe and the world existed, because without seeds, there's nothing, right? It hasn't been put together and utilized like RAIN is doing it. And we are making an impact around the globe. And really what I want to share with you tonight is, what does it mean for you? What can it mean for your family? What can it mean for your future? And how do you get in front or even participate from the health benefits, or participate from this trend and get in the way so that you can, see some positive benefit from that if that's what you want to do. So I just want you to relax over the next couple of minutes. I'm going to show you a couple of things on why we're so excited. But what I love is I love to talk about, numbers, facts, history, because, everybody's going to tell you what they think. And I don't want you to think that it's just my opinion. When I talk about facts, when I talk about history, when I talk about trends like that anybody can go and validate, then you can see that it's not Byron's opinion, that it's just a fact. And you can get in front of it. And I remember my first company that I was a part of was back in the early 2000s. When I started one of my own businesses, and I was in the refinance and mortgage industry. And I was young, I was in my early 20s. I didn't have a lot of experience, but interest rates went from 8.5 to 8 to 7.5 to 7, and they started to drop to, I mean, we've got some great interest rates today. And I happened to be in the right place at the right time. Even though I didn't have a lot of experience, everybody wanted to refinance their home to save money. It made sense, right? So even though I didn't have 20 years experience, even though I'd never done, anything like that on a large scale, I was in the way of a major trend. And ever since that day, I've been looking for trends, because when you're in front of a trend, when you're trying to help and give people a benefit, anybody that refinanced their house in those years, okay, those people saved money. It was a win-win situation. And when you can find a win-win situation where you're giving and you're adding value and benefit to somebody, but at the same time, it's a benefit to you as well, that is what you're looking for. And so I have done business, just a little bit about me, over the last 17 years all across the globe. And I teach people how they can create freedom in their lives, teach people how to become healthier, and how to use trends and get in front of trends. And out of all the things that I've seen, I've never been more excited about what I'm about to share with you tonight. And I know that you would think that, okay, I am one of the owners, I'm the CEO of the company, but it didn't start out that way. It didn't, I had put my money where my mouth is, because I've been doing this long enough that when you see something that happens that doesn't happen every day, you have to jump. You have to get in and figure out how to make it work. And so I was a distributor, and I became an owner of this company because of what they have and what we've been able to do. And that's what I want to spend a couple minutes sharing with you tonight. And we're not going to answer all your questions, but write any questions that you have down. Hopefully you have a piece of paper, a pen, or something handy right in front of you. I always try to do that as well. And if a thought comes into your mind or you have a question, get back with the person that invited you on this, and let's get your questions answered, because I promise it's worth figuring out. This, once again, is going to affect and is affecting the globe. And yet people still don't know who we are, and we're going to do so much good in the world. So let me bring this up, and I'm going to show you a couple of slides as we go through this. So it's not just me talking, but you can see some things here. But we are the world in leader in seed nutrition. We are a category creator. And we're just figuring out a new way, a better way to, to get different things to people, whether it's their health, a new way to get the health, to get the nutrients in the cells of your body, a new way to make a difference to your family, to your community, to your country, and to be able to give back and make a difference. And then a new way to earn that's not dependent on you going into a location, that's not dependent on one country, but we live in a global economy. Things are changing. So how can we be wherever we're at, whether I'm in my studio in the basement of my house or on the other side of the world, or whether you're sitting in your house in another state or country, how do we, in this global economy, be able to push things forward? And that's what I love. The world is changing, and there's new way to do things, and we're setting that pace, and that's what we're focused on. So let's look. You've got to go out there, and if you want to really add value, you got to help try to solve a big problem. And there's a lot of problems, but right now in the world, we're dealing with some crises that have to do with just being malnourished. Even though we're more educated than ever before, even though you can get on Google and you can learn things and study things, it doesn't mean the problems just go away. Because if you look once again at any ailment, any sickness, any disease, and I'm not a negative guy, but if you think of something in your mind, I don't want us to focus on the negative, but I just want you to do this for me. Think of a sickness or an ailment that somebody has. And I bet no matter what you thought of, there are more people dealing with that today than ever before. Okay, that is a problem. And if we can help fix and solve that problem, don't you think the world will be grateful? Don't you think people would be grateful? Well, there's a lot of reasons this is happening. Our food isn't the same as it used to be. Nutrition is dying. So even though we're eating food, we're nutritionally deprived and starving. And when your cells don't get what they need, they can't do what they need to do. When your body doesn't have it, it's like I can drive a vehicle that runs on gasoline. And let's say even if there's a vehicle that runs on electricity, you got to have electricity or it can't do what it does. You still got to give it fuel, no matter what that fuel is, for it to work properly. And that's the same thing with our bodies. And so we got to get back to the basics. Whenever there's a big problem, if I was a basketball player and I was having some off nights and I wasn't playing very well, what would my coach say? My coach would say, you got to get back to the basics. Are your feet square with the hoop when you're shooting? Is your elbow in? Are you flicking your wrist at the end of your shot? All the just kind of the basics you got to remember. Well, if we're living in a world where people are more sick than they've ever been before, we have got to get back to the basics. We shouldn't live in an environment of fear. We shouldn't live in that. What we need to do is do our part to be able to boost our immune systems, gives our bodies the nutrients, so the bodies can be the miracle. We're not here to diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure anything. We're here just to give the body the fuel so the body can do what it needs to do. And so that solution, and that going back to the source, is the seed. All nutrition comes from a seed. It all starts with the seed. And that's where we've started when it comes to our nutrition. We found that there's 20 to 30 times more active, dense nutrients, gram for gram, than any other part of a fruit or vegetable. So you can't eat enough greens to get what you can get from seeds if it's prepared right. And that's what we do. So we're going to the solution. And just as an example, if you were going to drink water, would you rather drink it at the top of the mountain out of a spring or at the bottom of the mountain out of the lake? Where's it going to be more pure? At the source. The source of nutrition, before it was a plant, before it was a leaf, before it was a fruit or a vegetable, it was a seed. And this is not just a product, it's a category. There's a difference between a product and a category. If you look at categories, you can answer or ask the question, which one? If I was to talk about, let's say, herbs, you could say, which one? If I were to say, let's talk about super juices, you could say, which one? Because it's not just a product. It's bigger than that. Let's talk about essential oils. You could say, which one? See, those are categories. And if you look at categories, even in a short time frame, you look at those people that have been a part of categories, they do billions of dollars in sales, not millions, billions in sales. Because a category is bigger than a product. Some products are here today, gone tomorrow. But when are seeds not going to be relevant? Okay, if seeds aren't important and seeds aren't here, we're not here. So if you look at all of these other categories, and the thing that excites me is all of these categories have already been proven. You can go do your own research. That's one of the reasons I say I love history and I love numbers. You look how big it is, but every single one of these categories stems from our category. Seeds is the biggest category that is out there. Seeds are where it's at, and we're the first company to focus on going to the source and taking it to the world. And you know, this is a little bit about me. When I was shaving, I don't need to talk about myself, but once again, when you see the power of what this does, it changed my life. When I saw people that were close to me, people that I cared about, got parts of their life back. You see, I'd spend a lot of time helping people be entrepreneurs and teaching them how to be able to create freedom in their own life, how to create residual income, money that comes every single month, you know, when they did the work one time. Okay, I love being able to do that. Okay, but when I had a product as powerful as what we have here, it kind of changed me. Because when you have people that you really care about get parts of their life back that they thought were gone, it hits you different. And this, for me, was a whole new mission. It was a whole new cause. Because what we can do here is so much more. Not every single person is going to be some big business builder. Not every single person is going to be a millionaire. But can we help people, you know, become healthier and affect their lives through our products? Everybody that we come in contact with, everybody needs these nutrients in their bodies, you know? And so we can affect everybody. And we built this in a way where if somebody wants to even get their product free or to set themselves free financially, whatever they want to do, we have a path for them. And our story is, you know, being a distributor, so I know what it's like to go out and distribute and sell and build. You know, we've taken over this company. Distributors bought this company because we saw the power, we saw an opportunity, and we took it. Because the best way to make sure that it's going the direction that you want is making sure that the people that are helping to run the show know what it's like to do what we do. Okay, I've built in over 50 countries around the globe. I've done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales, not by myself, but with teams. Okay, hundreds of millions, and soon it will be billions. And it's all because of not one person. It's having a product, having a category, and it's empowering people with that platform. See, anybody that sees big success, you have to have something that's bigger than you. You have to have a platform that leverages you. You know, you look like somebody like Steve Jobs. He had a platform. His platform was what? Personal computers. Same when you look at Elon Musk. He had a platform. You have to have something that's bigger than you. Okay, now this is a new category, and it's bigger than me. It's bigger than any one of us because it's what every single person on the planet needs. And that is getting the nutrients to the cells of their bodies. We live in a more toxic, stressful environment with chemicals, pollutants all around us, more toxic than ever before. So we need not even just the nutrients that our grandparents used to get. We need more than that because we need dense nutrients to be able to make sure our bodies have that buffet of nutrients and ingredients it can pick from to be able to do what it needs to do. Okay, so we are disrupting. It's not just a category, it's a disruptor. Now, what is a disruptor? Now, if you look at, for example, Uber, they didn't invent taxi driving. Airbnb, they didn't invent staying over someplace other than your home, right? But what did they do? They changed the game. Okay, they changed the game. They disrupted those industries. RAIN, we didn't invent seeds or we didn't invent nutrition. We just found a better way to get the dense nutrients into the cells of your body by just taking and ripping and taking a gulp. 1 ounce, 30 milliliters, is the equivalent in one of our products I'm going to show you in a minute to 7 to 8 green smoothies. No one likes to drink all their greens all the time. At least my kids don't. It's hard for them to do that. I'm not going to get them to drink 7 to 8 green smoothies, but I can get them to take 1 gulp of seeds and get the same type of nutrients. That is powerful. It's a new way, a better way to consume. Now, in all of these categories, one of the things that impresses me the most is you got to think about this. What did they do? Sorry, I'm taking a little sip here. How they disrupted the whole industry and how they did it so fast is a key point that I want to make sure that we're all aware of because it's important to know. And that is, what did they do? They empowered people. They empowered people. They gave people the platform. Okay, Uber gave people the if you want to work for Uber, you can. If you want to work when you want to work, do what you want to do. Airbnb, they empowered people. Okay, and that's what we're doing with this platform, with all the patents we have, with all the things that we're working on. We could just go and do this ourselves, but we're giving a platform to the people to be able to help us get it to the globe, so that you can not only help those that you care about, but you can be in a position as this thing explodes and the trends are in our favor in a major way, you can be in front of that. You can benefit from that. Okay, and that's one of the key components of what we're talking about and what we're doing. So if you look at this, what can't we do with seeds? So we have a product, Core, that detoxifies, Soul revitalizes. That's the first product that we started with. Hundreds of millions of dollars just with that product already. Just with Soul. How do you do hundreds of millions of dollars with a product? It better work. In fact, it has to work, or that's not going to happen. And so Bend, we're talking about, support for your joints, cartilage, glucosamine in this product, but not from animal. Everything we do is from seed and plant. Everything. Non-GMO. Okay. It's a whole food. It's basically the trend. If you look at vegan, vegetarian, whole food, non-GMO, we're talking seeds, and that's where we are. Form, it's our protein that's based on seeds. Reverie, seed skincare. And we've got other products that aren't even on this. We continue to come out. We've got a pro and prebiotic from seeds. Okay, we've got all these other products. We got a nootropic from seeds to help your brain focus, get rid of the fog, have that mental clarity. That we have all of these different products, but what can't we do? Here's the thing. I love our products because they're all life-changing. They're all life-changing. But when we're talking about seeds, we're going to be coming out with products in decades from today that are still impactful, because what can't we do with seeds? See, that's the power of having a category. That's exactly what we have. So you look at this, you look at the people that we have, our scientific advisory board, everybody from Dr. Christina Cook to Dr. Diaz to Dr. Ketskish over in Hungary, to, we got doctors in other parts of the world. This thing is continually expanding all across the world with our doctors, our scientific advisors. The validation is there. So we're not out there trying to prove that what we have works. That's been done. Okay. Our products come from an NSF GMP certified facility. We have some of our products that are BSCG certified, so Olympic athletes can take them. Depending on what country we're in, we have different qualifications and different validation and approvals. But we've been doing this for a few years, guys. So this is not something we're trying to figure out. This is not something we're trying to test. That is done. Now we're just moving forward with this platform and empowering people that want to take advantage of it to come and team up with us. So here's one of our main products, Soul. And then we also have what's called Soul Red. And just to kind of give you an idea, now this comes from Brunswick Labs. And if you're not familiar with this space, Brunswick Labs is one of the most prestigious laboratories that even the USDA uses. Okay. And so if it comes from Brunswick, it's legit. And they did a study on our Soul Red product. And here's what they found. The ingredients in these products, the seeds in these products, slow down the aging process and inhibits aging by 80% in the cell. This was tested on live living cells, and not just an ingredient in our product, but on our product. Now, I don't know about you, but do you know anybody out there that would like to age slower? Okay, I think everybody would. Okay, how about decreasing inflammation in your body by 80%? The precursor to almost everything negative science is telling us is inflammation. Okay, we got to get on top of and control the inflammation in our body. Decreases inflammation by 80%. And this is validation from a third party. Boosts the metabolism, helps with weight loss, is keto friendly, boosts the immunity. There's all these different things. It has the firming of skin. There's so many different benefits from this. One of our seeds alone, has multiple patents on it, even outside of our company, from what people are starting to find on this stuff. It's crazy. But what we're doing, nobody is doing. And so I want you to think about that. What if you could do what nobody else was doing, and you could do it from your home all across the globe, no matter where you were? That's what we're talking about. We have warehouses everywhere. We have product all over. You don't have to be there. We have it set up. We have customer service. We have all of these things. All we look for are connectors. All we look for are people that want to help us go out there and share this good news, make a difference in people's lives, and at the same time, build a residual income that pays you week after week, after month, after year after year. And I'm telling you firsthand, this industry has changed my life. I started when I was, 26 years old in this industry. And it's been unbelievable what it's been able to do for me and my family and those people I care about. I am passionate about creating freedom, building something that's yours that can't be taken away. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're in over 30 plus markets, probably most likely 40 plus markets now. But we're not only in these markets trying to, give a product that's going to benefit someone's life. We set this up at the beginning that anything we do, we want it to benefit somebody who doesn't even know who we are. So we started a charity and a foundation right in the early days of getting started. It's called our Seeds for Change Foundation. Anytime somebody joins our company, we plant a tree. So we planted over 300,000 trees. So there's 300,000 trees that have been planted that otherwise wouldn't have been planted because of rain. And then we also do all types of things in the different communities in which we're doing business. We built libraries, disability centers, workshops to provide jobs for women where there are no jobs for women. What we want to do is not just give a handout one time, here's some product, let's take some pictures and feel good. No, we want to make an impact, a lasting impact in people's lives and be able to leave a community better and empower a community and change a community. And that's exactly what we're doing. So many things around the world. So every time a product gets sold, a portion of those proceeds gets donated to the Seeds for Change Foundation. So anytime you were to purchase a product or somebody else purchases a product, you're benefiting and somebody is being helped that you don't even know. And so it's the social impact. And I talk to so many people in the space of charity work, and they always tell me, Byron, if we had more, we could do more, but we can't do it if we don't have it. Now, we are a business for profit at RAIN, but we have a heart of a charity. And as we grow, then what happens is we can do more. So we're self-funding all of the things that the Seeds for Change Foundation. So not only is it a great business model, but it's also set up for the charity side to automatically be built, to automatically grow, and to be a part of the overall growth of the company. And I love that. I love being able to participate firsthand. I've been able to take my wife and my oldest daughter to Nigeria where we did some projects. I've been able to be in Mexico and other places where we've done projects. I've been able to be in Romania and Hungary where we've done projects. I mean, there's so many to talk about, but I just love it, being able to make an impact. Now, as I talked earlier, we're communicating right now through technology. It's the future. If you go anywhere, and I don't know if you have children or not, but it's not even children anymore. You're going to see everybody doing what? Staring at their phones. Okay, whether we want to admit it or not, this is the future. I've been in places where people can't even afford electricity. They don't have electricity or running water in their homes, but they have a cell phone and they use, solar chargers to charge their phones. They don't have desktop computers or laptop computers. They have smartphones though. This is the future. So if we're not playing in this game, if we can't do business, everything we need to do in business around the globe, right from our phone, okay, we're missing the boat. And so, social commerce is where it's at. Everything being done through social networking. And we're seeing how relevant that really is today. Those people and those companies are set up to be able to service their customers through technology are in a good spot right now. Those ones that aren't, they're not in a good spot right now. Okay, and it's just going to get worse in the future because this is the direction that it's going. And so what we want to do, I told you that we team up with people. We've spent the millions and millions and millions of dollars for the infrastructure and the product and all the warehouses and all the offices around the globe. But we're going to team up with you and we want to compensate you. So we got a lot of different ways to compensate. I didn't go too deep into the product today. I'm not going to go too deep into compensation today either. I just want to give you the overview, because if the overview makes sense, then you need to get back with the person that invited you and get your questions answered. It's a process. You're not going to know everything and learn everything all the first time you hear it. But I just want you to understand the concepts, because if the concepts make sense, like I said, then let's start that process together. Let's lock arms and go do some good together. So we have a very aggressive, I'll go through this real quick, a customer program. So most companies in our space maybe give, 9%, 10%, 20%. We do 40% on our volume of our product on every customer. So for example, on a box of Soul, that's $20. So our number one selling product, Soul, which we've done hundreds of millions of dollars with, I want you to think about this. You go out there and you get 10 customers, 10 people just buying a product that's boosting their immune system, that's slowing down the aging process, that's lowering inflammation in their bodies, that's, giving them more sustained energy, all these different things. People love our products because they work. But you do that, you go out and then you get 10 people, that's $200, but not the first time they buy, every time they buy. Okay, so you're making $200 a month. You get 30 customers. Okay, and look at what that is. That's $600. So 10 customers are going to give you 200. 20 customers would give you 400. I mean, that's more than a rental property. I mean, you tell me what's easier to do. And I'm talking money that comes in every month. Go take out a loan, go get a rental property, rent that out, make a couple $100 a month. That's great. You got an asset there, but you also have a liability there. You have to, clean toilets, hopefully have renters, hopefully they pay on time, hopefully they take good care of the property, hopefully all these different things. Or you go get a couple of customers and you get paid every single time they purchase. Okay, and that's on all of our products. And so we have people that can make hundreds or thousands of dollars just getting product out there. But you can do more than that too. We even teach our customers how they can get their product for free. So if somebody goes out there and they get 3 additional customers, they're going to get their product free, and you bonus and benefit off of those customers. Okay, so it's set up to go viral. It's set up to be able to be shared on social media. It's set up for somebody to talk to somebody in today's social marketing environment. It's set up for that, and that's exactly what we're doing. So let's say somebody doesn't want to be a customer. Let's say they want to join the team and they want to be able to share the good news. They want to be able to go out there and do that. Well, we have what's called a first order bonus. So if somebody joins your team, we call them RAIN partners. And we're building, like I said, a distribution network of RAIN partners. Just like Uber built a distribution network of drivers. Just like Airbnb built up a distribution network of places for people to stay. We're building up a distribution network of people that want to go out there and share our products. Now, when somebody purchases product and they join, let's say your team or organization for the first time, we're going to pay an additional bonus of 40% bonus off of that first order. We call it a first order bonuses. There are other commissions as well on top of that. But then when your people get people, like I said, this is set up to go viral. It's set up to be socially marketed. So now when somebody gets somebody, that person that gets them gets the 40%, but then you can still get a 10% bonus off of the volume that was generated from the product that was sold. Okay, so everybody wants to try to go out there and get their product for free, and we can show people how to do that. But let's just say 2 can get 2 who can get 2. I'm not saying go get 20 people. I'm not saying go get 500 people. But if you go get 2 and you help those 2 get 2, and that duplicates, and that's how we've gotten, hundreds of thousands of people, is few people sharing it with a few people, sharing it with a few people. All right. Now, if it only goes down 12 levels, you can look and you can see you're going to have 8,190 people. And, we have 2 teams. We call it a dual team, a left team and a right team. So we have to build down, and we also have to, work as a team. And it continues to go under the people that are already in, which is a benefit for those people that are in, right? So, most people will spend at least 50 points on a box of Soul, but a majority of people do more than that. But I'm just going to say, let's say everybody just does a box of Soul. Okay, that's over 200,000 points on each side of your business. Now, what we do is we have a cycle. When there's 300 points on one side, 300 points on the other side, we pay $30. Okay, and that goes down until you hit up to $10,000, over $10,000 a week. We pay every Friday. So if people are looking to you need some additional money next week, just work hard this week. We pay Friday, Friday after Friday after Friday, every single week we pay. And so we're empowering a lot of people to put some additional income in their pockets when it's needed and even when it's not needed. And so in this scenario, somebody would make $20,475 a month, or about $5,000 a week. Now, we don't cap it at $5,000 a week, though. You can make up to, 10,000 per position, but you can get 3 positions. So you can have over $30,000 per week. as we continue to build this thing out. Now, this is just one way that we get paid, but we have to go down, and that's what I love. Now, we also do something where we call it matching bonus, a generation match. So if you help your people go out there and see success, see, we put the money where it should be, and that is helping your team, helping your people. You help your people win, you're going to win. Even if somebody's selfish in the way that we've structured this, the way that we structured our compensation, even if that's the case, they can only make money if they help others. And we've set it up that way on purpose. So as your team makes more money, you can get bonused off of that, not from their checks, in addition from the company. Okay, so it's really, really powerful. You can make bigger money here than what I just even showed you. So you can make, hundreds or thousands of dollars on the customers or on the first order bonuses that I talked about. On the team commissions, the dual team, you can make thousands or tens of thousands of dollars a week. And on the generation match, you can make tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars a week. Now, takes time over for things to mature, but it's set up for that to happen. Okay. Now, as people go up and they start to build a team and share it with more people who share it with a few more people, because once again, how did Uber get started? Okay, they gave bonuses to people to share it with people, to share it with people who shared it with others, who shared it with others, Airbnb, so on and so forth. So as the team continues to grow, because if you have something that has value, that's what's going to happen, then we have what's called ranks, based on what you're doing and the volume that's being generated and the sales that are happening. And as you hit ranks, we have a one-time bonus. And you can see managers are first rank and triple black rain diamond is our last rank. But if you add up all the different ranks, okay, that's over 375,000 US dollars. 375,000 just for hitting ranks. This is on top of everything else I'm already talking about. All right. And we've had people do this. Do we have triple black rain diamonds in the company? Yes, we do. So once again, I don't feel bad about talking about any of these things. If somebody hasn't done it, or if it's never happened, then you're going on faith. But this is already happening right now. And yet people still don't even know who we are. That's the beauty of it. So it's great. Now, once somebody hits that rank, they get that bonus one time. But once they hold it and hit it after, we give you what's called the lifestyle bonus. Now, what we want to do is just improve your lifestyle. So you get that one-time bonus as the rank advancement bonus. Now, on top of everything else, you get what's called the lifestyle bonus. So if somebody hits diamond, let me go back to this slide, hits diamond elite, you can see they make $5,000. So they get a $5,000 bonus in addition because they hit diamond elite. But then if they stay there and they keep hitting that every single week, they're going to make an additional $400 on top of everything else. Just extra money to improve your lifestyle. You can call it a car bonus. Could you get a new car with $400 more every week? You can call it a house bonus. You can call it a travel bonus. You can call it whatever you want. I just call it a lifestyle bonus because it's your choice. You could give it to charity. You could do whatever you wanted to improve your lifestyle or somebody else's. And that's the power of this compensation and how we have it set up. So here's the thing. We're seeing that technology is moving. We're seeing that home-based businesses are becoming more popular. We're seeing that we need that freedom, and there is a global economy if you're dealing with technology. If you're not dealing with technology, there's no global economy. You're stuck in your basic economy where you're at. Anybody who walks in that door, right? If I have a brick and mortar location, whoever walks in that door is who I can help, right? But that's not today's world. If we're utilizing technology and artificial intelligence is starting to take over jobs that aren't going to be coming back, we need to use technology, which is in our favor, to be able to have business like we've never been able to have it before. Where, I could have a new customer in Malaysia today, and tomorrow another one in Taiwan, and the next day 2 more in Hong Kong, and then one in Mexico, and then one in Canada. Then I can have another one in Nigeria, another one in South Africa. It's almost like social media. I can put a post out on social media and I can have people comment or like from how many markets, how many countries, how quick. That's how business is being done. And so we can either get in front of these major trends, because they're major trends, or we can do it the old way. But the old way isn't as effective. And why work as hard as we work, to be dealing with a smaller pool of opportunity, when right now the global opportunity is in front of us. Okay, things are changing, and we need to be in front of those changes. Now, everything that I said in that compensation can be kind of, I don't know, confusing. There's a lot of things to remember. I don't want to confuse you. This is what we teach people. This is the building block. Get 2 people, help those 2 get 2, and get 2 customers. 2 RAIN partners, 2 customers, and help those 2 RAIN partners get their 2 RAIN partners. We call that a RAIN partner team. If you do this, you've made all your money back. Okay, your product is free if everybody's active. Not the first month, every month. And now you're building the business, getting product, and it's just all gravy at that point. It's just how big do you want to build it? And then once you built one RAIN partner team, do it again and teach your team to do the same thing. And these building blocks and Legos are what create the freedom in your life on how big your residual income can be. All right. So we've got the whole system. Guys, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Okay. Our goal is to teach you what we already do and what we already know. You just need to have the desire. You need to have the work ethic and be teachable. If you have that passion, you have the work ethic, and you're teachable, there's no reason you can't see success like others are seeing. And so we want your lifestyle to be better, not just from money, but trips, prizes, incentives, different things that we do, giving back. And so it really comes down to this. You know, I don't want to put pressure on anybody. Okay? If I have to talk somebody into doing something, I've been doing this a long time. And I've learned if I have to talk somebody into doing this, I have to talk them into doing everything. I have to talk them into getting trained. I have to talk them into doing it. And I don't have the time or the energy. Nobody's trying to convince or force anybody to do anything. We're trying to be a solution for people that are looking for answers. That's it. Do you want to become a customer and try the product? We have a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, return it. We'll give you all your money back. I don't care if you ate almost all of the product. Return it, we'll give you all your money back. We're that confident in our products because they flat out work. Or you might say, I don't just want to become a customer. I want to become a partner. And if you want to become a partner, it's just, okay, at what level? Do you want to supplement your income? Would you like to replace your income eventually? Or are you looking for something even more than that? You don't want to just replace it. You want to double it, triple it, quadruple it. You just want financial freedom. Now, whatever you want to do, we have a path for that. And I can't guarantee results to anybody because I don't know what you're going to do. But what I do know is that people that do and follow the path, it works. I've been a beneficiary of this lifestyle and this type of structure for a long time. And I'm telling you what, once you experience the power, you don't ever want to do anything else. And so there's different ways. Now, this is in the US. I know we have people tuning in from a lot of different markets since we're in a lot of different markets. But I just want to kind of give you an idea. You know, if somebody wants to just kind of supplement income, the builder pack is probably a good place to start. Try 3 of our products, Soul, Core, and Bend. Okay, you get 1 business center and you get started. If somebody's looking to kind of move faster and, you know, start to supplement their income, you want to at least come in with a pro pack because you're going to need more product. You can't sell from an empty wagon. So you're going to need more product. You get 3 business centers instead of 1. So instead of making up to $10,000 a week, you can make up to $30,000 a week that I talked about. There's some additional incentives where your team commissions are enhanced. So all the volume that you make on your team, instead of doing 300 and 300 where you get $30, you get 300 and 300 and you get $45 for the first 3 months. So it's an extra 50% more than you would have gotten. And we do that because if you commit more to us, I want to commit more to you. You're saying that you want to create some additional income in your life. You're saying that you want to supplement your income. So I'm going to say, well, let me help you do that. You committed a little more to me. I'm going to commit a little more to you. Now, if somebody comes in with the bigger pack, the elite, now you really have product, and the super elite as well. You get the 3 business centers, a lot more product. Obviously, the product gets discounted more the bigger the kit. And instead of getting 300 points and 300 points equals $30 in your team commissions, it's 300 points and 300 points equals $60 in team commissions. You get double, 100% increase that you would have gotten for 3 months as the elite. So it's just a jump start. Let me help you go make a little bit of money while you're getting things going, a little extra money. Instead of making $30 every cycle, as we call them, you're going to make $60 every cycle. The elite gives you 3 months, kind of head start on that, and the super elite gives you 6 months. So once again, can somebody come in with a builder and still reach the top? Absolutely. I'm not saying someone has to come in with whatever kit, but you know what's best for you. So you just make that decision. Okay. And then once again, we're going to teach you and show you the path to go out there. And first, obviously, be able to get what you invested in. You invested in product, help you get your money back, make a profit, how to get your product for free, and then how to continue to grow your business. Okay. And we're going to teach and train you how to do all those things. And that's what I love. And that's what empowers me and fires me up. Well, and a lot of it's done right here, guys. Can you text? Have you ever texted before? Have you ever sent a video? Have you ever sent a message? I'm sure you all have. Then you can do this. You can push a couple buttons on your phone. We can show you by downloading our app. We've got all the videos and trainings and different things that are there. We can show you exactly how to do what we do. And that's what I love about it. So anyway, hopefully I didn't overwhelm you, but hopefully by now you see why we're so excited about what's going on in RAIN and how it's empowering people all around the world and what it can mean for you, how it can empower you if you so choose. So it's just up to you. You just decide. I don't want, like I said, put pressure on people. You're either a customer, I suggest you at least try the product. You need to boost your immune system. You need to make sure your cells are getting the nutrients they need. Or you're going to be a RAIN partner. And then it's just at what level. Do you want to supplement? Do you want to replace? Or are you looking for something bigger? Okay. And then we got to pack in a path through that. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving me your attention. I know, once again, it is worth the time and energy putting and looking into this. And if not this, then what? You know, if not now, then when? When's a better time? Okay, the opportunity is in front of us. And really it comes down to who sees it and who wants to team up with us, use this platform to go out and change people's lives, and through the process, change your own. And I hope that, you know, if nothing else, you know that this exists out there. You see some benefits on the product, and you can see how RAIN is making an impact in the globe. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Wish you all the success. Get back with the person that invited you. And as we always say here at RAIN, let's go out and make it rain. Take care, everybody. Have a fabulous day. This is Byron Belka. We'll see you.